What up, YouTube? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and I'm back with another Ricky Talk. Thank you for guys for joining me for another video. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm hoping to get more subscribers, more likes, more comments. Don't forget to ring the bell so you can be noticed every single time I upload a new video. Today's Ricky topic is gonna be the worst feeling ever. Um, Throughout my life, there's been ups and downs, and not just me. Anybody can relate to this topic, the worst feeling ever. I'm pretty sure we all gone through things that were like, you know what? We have moments like, damn, that was hard to overcome. This was something that's gonna take more than a day, more than a few minutes, more than a few hours to get over. Um, Whether I was about to say some of the topics I was gonna address right now, but let me save it. Um, you know, not every day is gonna be a good day. Not every day is gonna be a happy day. Not every day we're gonna be in a cheerful mood. A lot of people always give me credit. It's like, hey, Ricky, every single day, how is it possible that you're always happy? I'm happy because I cut all the negativity, all the bullshit from my life. I don't let people affect me. I'm happy with the person I am. The people who accept me and love me and like me for who I am, I'm very thankful and grateful. Like I always say, I always mention it. I always let people know I'm blessed. Um, all the people that I have in my life, all the people I consider friends, family, who always like show me love, show me respect, treat me well with hospitality. I'm not a type of person that disrespects people. I respect people. Um, um, I'm the type of person, if you got me, I got you. You help me, I help you. You got my back, I got your back. You treat me good, I treat you with respect. I think that's the way it should be. But life doesn't always work out like that. Anyways, like what I was trying to say, in life, we have moments that have like low points, things that make us sad, things that make us cry, things that make us feel like we need our own space and want to be alone. So here are some of the ideas that came to mind when I thought about this topic. So let's go. So I actually wrote these ideas down on my Twitter account. For those that are interested in following me, it's pretty simple. It's at DEL_RIO88. Pretty much my last name, Del Rio, 88, being the year that I was born. Anyway, so I wrote right here, one thing I noticed people sometimes on social media like to discuss is worst feelings ever. So with that said, it's time for another Ricky Talk. And it's true. I think in my time being on social media, scrolling on my phone or my laptop, I have noticed people from time to time, they like to talk about their worst feelings or what makes them feel bad. Um, and I thought that would be an interesting topic to talk about with you guys. So the first thing that I came up with, let me click on it real quick. I know from experience, one of the worst feelings to feel in this world is to be cheating on, especially more if you're the one who's being cheated on. And it's true. This is probably gonna be for a different video, but yes, your boy Ricky Rick has been cheated on before, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. No one deserves that. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I wouldn't wish that on my enemy, because it's a horrible feeling, and it really like fucks you up in the mind. It makes you overthink things moving forward. It might mess up future relationships. It might mess up your trust, towards someone, which might come to trust issues. um, yeah, it sucks, and it's even worse if you catch that person. Luckily, the way I found out was different. The way I found out, let me just put that out there, how I got cheated on is that you can tell when people cheat on you by the way they change their mood, the way they talk to you. Like you go from being a type of being two people who talk on the phone all day, text all day, communicate with each other, and then one day something changes. You can hear like as you're having conversation, them telling you they met somebody who they find interesting, calling them a friend or whatnot, and they find them what do you call it, that they have things in common, or they want to start hanging out without you. So it's kind of like a red flag, you know. I'm gonna do a video on that, red flags. Speaking of that, what to look out for, what should be an eyebrow raiser, a little ear ringing, this kind of look, you know, when you just be suspicious about something. So that's the first thing that came to mind. Second thing, here's a different type of worst feeling ever, and it comes from being let go or fired from a job. When you leave in your terms, it's better than being fired from a job and not expecting it. So for me, this one's a big one because it has happened to me. I've been let go of a job. I had this really good job back when I was coming up. First started getting jobs. One of my first jobs was working at Wendy's, and I got hired from an agency to go work at this company called Fleetwood Windows and Doors. At the time, I think I was 17, 18, and it led me to a lot of great opportunities. It led me to a lot of first jobs for me, being a file clerk, working in the shipping department, receiving department, and it led me to a point where I was, like I said, a young person, a young teen, a young adult, with my own desk, my own telephone, my own parking spot, and just making really good money for me at that time. And you know, finally, I believe around 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, one of those years, I can't remember for sure, but I know it was around that time. The economy went down, and my company actually moved from one site to a different site, and I remember I helped them move, and then after the move they started letting a bunch of people go, and they made a lot of cutbacks from first shift, second shift, third shift, and it was really hard because I knew the job that I had was really good, the pay was really good, and I knew it was going to be really hard to find a different job, find a job somewhere else that was just like that, you know, especially with me being that young. I knew it was going to be a little bit difficult. So yeah, losing your job, when you leave in your terms, you know, you're leaving because maybe you have a better opportunity, you know, you have something better coming your way, and or something you were interested in. Maybe you just graduated out of college and you're finally going to work on your field. So that's big things, you know. But when you get let go and you're not expecting it, especially around the holidays, it sucks. It's a kick in the nuts. But yeah, that's one of my things right there. Let's see, my next one. Another worst feeling ever that some people might not consider because they have really good friends or a huge family or a decent job is not having a place to call home or sleep. And to me, also I can relate to. You know, I want to say I can relate to this one because sometimes, you know, for example, me, I have a huge family, but my family's like, they're over there, some are over there, some over here, some over there. You know, we're all over the place. And we don't always communicate with each other. We don't call each other on holidays. We don't call each other on birthdays, you know, just unless we call, you know. And sometimes when we get phone calls from our family, well, my family, it's either not always a good thing. And so I wish it was different. I really wish it was different. But yeah, sometimes if you don't have a huge family or friends you can go to, or a best friend, or, you know, family that you can count on, talk to, maybe have space for you, you know. Especially, let's say, like right now, I just talked about you lose your job, you have no place to go, you have no car, and if you don't get a job and you don't have a car, if you can't make it work, you're gonna be homeless, and it sucks not having a place to call home. It really does. You know, um, Imagine not having a home, not having a place to go where you can sleep. Sometimes I'll be driving around, going to a store, going to my job, and I see homeless people on those street corners with their signs, and it just like it sucks. Like to me personally, I would never want to be homeless. It's actually like one of my goals, never to be homeless, never to be homeless, and never let myself get to that point. Um, let's see what's another one I can think of. How about when you open up to someone you think you can trust and it ends up disappointing you by telling everyone they know? And that's true. That's a big one. You know, Throughout life, you're gonna make friends. You're gonna have coworkers. You're gonna have people you interact with, and sometimes you might meet somebody at a bar or something, or someone you just met, or someone that makes you feel that you can trust, someone that you might have known since your childhood, and you open up to them. You tell them your secrets. You tell them things that you can't tell anybody else. Maybe you're like telling somebody about your boyfriend, girlfriend, you don't like this about them, whatnot, or maybe you don't like this about a friend, or you're talking about behind somebody that you both don't like, and then that person tells your secret to everybody they know. They tell your secret to the person you don't want it to know. You didn't want to know. I'm sorry. That sucks. So that person's letting you down. It's one of the worst feelings that you can feel. That someone that you feel like you can trust, you looked up to, you hung out with, you consider your friend, and they let you down. That sucks. It's the worst feeling. Imagine having not having a person you can talk to. Here's another one. This is a big one for me, especially for you ladies. I know this might be a huge one for you girls in general, but it's being exposed by men on social media. From sex tapes to nude photos, which are meant to be seen by your significant other. To me, that's a big one, especially for you ladies. I know over the last year, especially last year, I've seen a lot of people from the opposite sex, men and women, sharing nude photos. Maybe somebody's sending you a new photo just for you, for the person they're interested in, and then that person expose you. I've seen people who break up with their ex and they're posting dick pics. They're posting girls fully nude on social media where everybody can see them. Imagine somebody seeing you naked, all your private parts, for all your friends, maybe co-workers, all the people you know, family members, so they can see in your birthday suit. That sucks. That really sucks. You have to be a very low person to do that shit. I don't like that shit. Let's see. Here's one of mine. I think being led on or teased is another huge one for me, at least. No one likes to be teased or led on just to only be left hanging. And to me, I think that happens to me. That happened to me a lot when I was coming up in the dating, especially when you're trying to lose your virginity or you come across people that have it and they tell you that they want to, but they don't, or they're teasing you. Pretty much, they're teasing you. I hate to be teased and left hanging. That's me. I don't know about you guys. Maybe there's people that like to be teased. There's people that like going to the strip club, so that could be a tease right there. I, for one, don't like to be teased. It's just not me. It's just not my style. I mean, tease me if you're gonna give me a gift later at night, Just kidding. The last one, and probably the last one to wrap up this video, which is a huge one. The last one to wrap up this Ricky talk is losing a loved one. Probably one of the hardest feelings ever. Probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest, worst feeling ever. Losing someone you love, whether it's a loved one, whether it's a brother, whether it's a sister, whether it's a father, a mother. Losing someone you love is probably the worst feeling you can ever go through in this world. And I know that from experience. It sucks. But it's something that I want to add to my video because I know it's one thing that a lot of people go through. We all gonna go through this one day or another. And those are my worst feelings ever for this video. Maybe I might do another one, but another more worst feelings, but these are the ones that came to mind. This video is getting pretty long, and I know it's gonna be hard to keep you guys here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys can relate, like, subscribe so you can continue riding with me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, your boy Ricky Rick. I'm not even gonna say my line to close out the video, but you already know what it is. Your boy Ricky Rick. Worst feeling video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys can relate, leave some comments. I like to hear you guys' feedback, and I read it. Maybe you might give me an idea for another video. But thank you for sticking around. For those that have, thank you for supporting me. Your boy Rick. I'm out. Until the next video.